Is it weird that I'm in my old lady nightgown and put makeup on? Especially bubblegum pink lipstick? It feels like I've crossed some line. This is the video where I'm going to tell you the things from my last video of all the questions you asked. I'm going to try and tell as many as I can. I get winded really fast, so we'll see what I can manage before I get too sick. Feeling relatively okay right now. So, if you didn't watch my last video, stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin, go watch it. Like right now, seriously though. Like, go. Okay. We're safe now. This is a safe space. Everybody who's here understands what the content of the last video entailed. Are we nodding in agreement? Let's get into it. I'm pregnant, you guys. I'm totally pregnant. I'm totally sick. If you followed me from my other pregnancies, I get really sick in pregnancy. It's not necessarily as severe as hyperemesis gravidarum. I don't even know if I pronounced that right, because I don't have to be admitted to a hospital and given IV fluids on a regular basis. That did happen with Scarlett, but that's because I got the flu along with being pregnant, was already so dehydrated from throwing up all the time that they did that. But I'm not that dehydrated or that anemic that I have to be admitted to a hospital. But I am very sick. I'm throwing up all day long. I struggle to breathe. Pregnancy is just rough on my body. I laugh because in regular momhood life, I'm pretty rough and tumble. Like, I can handle snot, I can handle puke, I can handle, you know, let's go camping in the woods and survive and forest on bugs. If I had to, I could do it. The second that I'm pregnant, I am the most delicate little porcelain doll. I am the most high maintenance. If there was such a thing as bridezillas, if there was like a pregnancy version of that, I've got that bad. I'm very hormonal. I cry every day. I get irritated at Ryan and then cry at Ryan in my irritation, and then I tell him, it's not because I'm pregnant, I'm being logical. And even as I'm saying it, I know that it's not true. I'll tell you some of those stories because they're funny. Like, they're really funny. I feel like a cartoon. I'm like a caricature of a pregnant woman. All of the typical struggles that you hear people complain about when they're pregnant, I think I've experienced all of them now, except for leg and ankle swelling. So maybe that'll hit me this time and it'll be a new adventure. It is really hard for me sometimes to be completely upright. I get dizzy, I throw up. I have huge food aversions. I can't be around food. Sometimes I can't even think about food. If I even hear Scarlett's lunch getting packed, it'll send me to the hills. It's ridiculous. When I brush my teeth, I gag and puke. If I cough, same result. Taking too big of a bite of something, like a regular size human bite of something, same deal. Getting up and moving too fast, like, so delicate. I am just a very delicate little dolly. So we get the picture with that. Now, I do want to know what you guys would like from the weekly bit. A lot of days I am completely immobile. I can't even read text on a screen or watch Netflix because the pictures moving around too fast are too much for me and I get overwhelmed. Oh, I feel so silly saying all that, but it's just, you know, it's pregnancy me. It's not real me. It's super isolating, honestly. I have to lay in a room by myself, staring at a wall with no, like, movement and stimulation in front of my face. So I spend a lot of time alone staring at walls, deep breathing, and feeling sorry for myself, but also very happy for myself. So, as you can imagine, a lot of the weekly bit footage, if I really film every day, is going to be you staring at a wall with me, and I don't think that's exactly the content that you want in your subscription box. So what I've been doing is recording days that I feel good. I do have good days. I don't know what does it, but all of a sudden, I wake up and I'm like, I'm human! And I want to go into some Disney song thing, like, to be human again. I just feel amazing. I can eat real food. I had a sandwich the other day, like, it was just incredible. Don't worry, I heated up the deli meat. I know all the things. Done this a few times. Should I just record on those days where I feel good and then compile them together when I have enough to make a weekly bit? Should we do that and just have it available when I can? Or would you like me to turn on the camera when I'm like this and go, Monday, boing, and I'm like, it's a Monday, and then Tuesday, and then maybe I'm up and like living my life. You guys pick what you want to do. Okay, now I'm jumping rapid fire into the questions. I know I've made you wait too long. 1, was this planned? Yes, it was. If you follow me on Snapchat, which you really should do, I'm very raw there. I think because I don't watch myself back to edit, and when I watch myself back to edit here, I'm like, oh, that was too abrasive, or that was kind of irritating, and so I cut myself. Whereas there, I just say a thing and push the button and there it goes. So over on Snapchat, I talked about a miscarriage that I had a few months ago, and I haven't talked about that here at all. I don't think that I could handle talking about it and then having to edit through and feel like I had to be well-spoken about it. On Snapchat, I just sort of spit it out and said how I was feeling at the moment and said how we were handling it, and then was able to just set my phone down and move on. I'm just bits and clips there. If there's a way to do a link, 'cause I think there is now, I'll put it around. So yes, this is my 4th pregnancy, actually. The miscarriage happened right before I went to Florida, like 2 days before I went to Florida, and the whole pregnancy itself was a complete surprise to me and Ryan. We have winter babies. Luca's a winter baby. Ryan's pretty much a winter baby. Scarlett's a winter baby, and Ryan and Scarlett's birthdays were only a few days apart, and then with the holidays mixed in, I really wanted to try for this baby, which is probably going to be our last. I can't say that for absolute certainty, but it makes the most sense. I really wanted to try and have a summer baby. So that pregnancy, which would have been a December 20th due date, was a total surprise. I was completely floored, and with the overwhelmingness of Florida and everything, I mean, I was just like swimming. My brain was just floating around, not being useful to me at all. Processing was very difficult. So after that miscarriage, some of you guys have heard me say that Anna Saccone Jolie and I are 4 for 4, because we are. I had, my miscarriage was the exact same time as hers. So that actually kind of helped me process, because she did make a video and she did announce it, she did talk about it, and something about her doing it felt like therapeutic to me, even though I wasn't doing it for YouTube. So after I had healed and had a couple of cycles, Ryan and I talked about when we wanted the next baby, and I just so badly wanted to try and go for a summer baby. I'm a June baby, and I always thought it was the greatest gift because it was 6 months to my birthday, 6 months to Christmas. Summer vacation was always a gift from the school system to me. My birthday parties were always like the summer kickoff. I had slip and slides, I had water balloon fights, and I just wanted one of my kids to have that so that all of my kids would be able to experience it, you know, mama planning a summer party. I said, well, let's start trying in the spring months. Hopefully we'll hit the summer months before it gets too close to autumn. We had that conversation, and I think that conversation got me pregnant. There was no trial needed at all, and I know the body can be more fertile after a miscarriage, so I will just attribute it as a blessing from the other baby. So this baby on my tummy is a little rainbow baby. You guys know I'm a Christian, so there's something comforting to me to think that I have a 4th child that I'll get to meet someday that won't have lived in a world where Trump and Hillary are being bratty at each other. Since it was just lickety-split like that, my due date for this baby is April 19th, which makes me almost 13 weeks right now. Or no, 14 weeks? 3rd baby, it's hard to keep track of these things. I'm out of my 1st trimester, I'm into my 2nd trimester. I am feeling a little bit better. I am doing a lot of the same things that I had to do with the other 2 pregnancies in order to be able to speak and sit upright and not just be a flesh-covered incubator for 9 months. We are not finding out the sex. We already have a boy and a girl. I have everything I need. If it's gonna be my last baby, why not be surprised? So you guys get to be surprised with me for that. I'm excited about that. I know a lot of you want to know how the kids reacted and how family reacted. I did record some of those videos, and I will be compiling them and sharing them soon. The kids are so excited about having a baby come now. I think the kids needed a little processing time. I mean, it's big news. I hadn't really been talking to them too much about it, but as soon as it really started to sink in, oh my gosh, the excitement in this house is just building by the moment. Scarlett asked if we can buy things for the baby all the time. She asked me if she could throw me a baby shower. She's like, I want to do a baby shower, which I think is so sweet. If I can figure out, I wasn't planning on having one this go round because we have everything we need, but just on that alone, I kind of want to. Like, just let her throw me a baby shower. It's so cute. She's my little hostess. And every morning Luca comes in and says good morning to me, and then says good morning to the baby. Scarlett, oh, this is one of the sweetest things in the world. Scarlett's in kindergarten and she's learning to read. Her main motivation in life to learn to read is so that she can read to her baby brother or sister by the time they're born. Every day she practices, and she's been picking out books and things, and the day that baby is born, I think it's gonna have at least 10 books read to it. So I'm thrilled about the way these kids are gonna be big brothers and big sisters. It's incredible. I know you guys have a lot more questions. I feel like I've rattled at you long enough. I have a whole slew of ridiculous pregnancy stories that I really want to share with you. They're so goofy, like so goofy. I'll share one now, and then you guys tell me if you want more of them or how we should do it. Like if you have any ideas of how you'd like to receive these ridiculous stories. Every single day when my body gets too overwhelmed and I just can't handle it anymore and I feel like I'm just gonna puke for the rest of my life, I throw myself into the bottom of the shower. And I'm not even talking with the water on all the time. I just go sit in the shower, I close the shower curtain, and the fact that I have white walls all around me and the white tub, it's like my own little sanctuary. Ryan says it's like an insane asylum. I don't care. You do what works when you're pregnant, you know? While I'm in there, and there's no stimulation around me, all I have is my own mind. I sat in the bottom of that tub and I just started crying. And Ryan came in and he was like, "What is wrong?" Looking at me like this tiny small thing in the bottom of the tub, just laying there and just crying. And I went, Alzheimer's is so sad. And it is. Alzheimer's is so sad. It was a very real thought, a very real feeling. Do I know anybody that has Alzheimer's? No, I don't. It just got me. It is very sad. I had seen the Facebook video of the dad that sang with his son and that they came back together for a moment where they were able to sing together, and I let my mind wander thinking about how the brain can deteriorate and how lost that man must feel and how good it must feel to connect back for a moment, and then the fact that you can't hold on to it is just so sad. And it just went down this rabbit trail until I was absolutely sobbing about Alzheimer's while laying in my bathtub. Yeah. Pregnancy emotions hit hard. Ugh. Yep. So I do that daily. I cry daily over things like that, where in the moment I'm very much like, this is a real thing to be emotional about, because it is. It is real sadnesses and real hardships. But it's odd how they just sort of pop out of my brain and I'm very affected by them in that moment, you know? After I calmed down from that sob fest, Ryan came in and I said, "I think I can eat some real food." And he said, "Oh, what do you want?" And I went, "Chinese food. Will you get me Chinese food?" And he went, "Sure, just let me go to the bathroom first." And I burst into tears again, because I knew that if he took the time to go to the bathroom before he left the house to go get the Chinese food, I wouldn't want it by the time he got back. So him going to the bathroom just ruined everything. Pregnancy, yo. It's a ball of weirdies. So this is your little update. If you want to know more about what it's like to be pregnant me, I recorded that video that I mentioned on Awestruck and it is live right now. It's a good one, so go watch it. I've been doing a whole series on Awestruck. Have you guys seen them? It's a totally different side of me, but talking about the kind of stuff that you guys know. I will put the pregnancy nausea one first that just went live today. I really like those videos, so please go check them out. Let me know what you guys think about them. My latest series with them is called How to Mom, kind of like how we say like how to adult. I don't know. It's the same thing, but how to mom, nobody really knows. So I'm sharing with you the things that I do, the mistakes that I make, and we're opening up the conversation so that we can figure out how to mom together. We'll write the handbook. So I'll see you on Awestruck. I'll see you in the comments. I'll see you very soon. Do you want a bump shot? I bet you do. Those who lasted to the end, bump shot reward in my old lady nightgown and all. Here we go. Here we go. When it's your third baby, you pop out right quick. So here, let's get a good angle. There you go. Bump, ba bump, ba 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 bump, ba bump. Who's that? That's a big brother.
Big brother? Are you gonna be a big brother?
Because she wants to be with a rapper. She's like one of those rap guys' girlfriends.